enriching ourselves is about really thinking like that, you know, thinking in terms of what sort of things are worth cherishing and holding on to and not forgetting, and what sort of things are not worth thinking about and holding on to and cherishing, nursing. Because certain things that we nurse, like resentment and jealousy and things like that, it just will bring us down, demean us. It will impoverish us. You become a poor person. You become a desperate, despicable human being. Because by focusing on all the negative things, you become diminished. But by focusing on things that all of us, there's no doubt, all of us, we would have memories, you know, good memories, things that have happened to us in the past that are worth remembering and worth thinking about. So we should try to sort of revisit those and then use that in order to enrich our present life. So using the past good memories in order to generate similar kind of experiences in the present. Simply because something or other, even if it was a good thing, happened a long time ago even, does not mean that that same experience cannot be replicated or repeated. It can. And that's what mindfulness living really is all about, you know, learning to enrich our lives, utilizing our past experiences and using that to enrich our life, you know, so the past experiences, the good experiences, actually can increase, become. We can allow that to flourish. Let me put it this way. According to Buddhism, the past experiences are like seeds. They're like seeds. So good or bad. And what we normally do as samsaric beings is to water and put fertilizers to the bad seeds. So then the bad seeds germinate and they grow, and they grow in profusion. So our mind is then become overtaken by these things. So then we become less of a person than we could be because of that. The overgrowth that has taken place because we have been tending the wrong garden, so to speak. But if, you know, instead of, you know, watering, instead of tending to the flowers and shrubs and whatnot, we've been tending to the weeds, in a way of speaking, you know, and then the weeds and so on get stronger and stronger. But same thing applies to positive seeds. So if we tend to those, then they will also they will flourish. So then we become enriched. So instead of thinking, I have to let go of everything, and you know, I just have to be in the present, and you know, if I'm in the present, if I live in the present, then I'm leading the Buddhist path, and I'll be like the Buddha. Instead of thinking like that, if we think, if I nurture certain things that I have neglected for so long, certain aspects of myself, certain things, you know, that are part of myself, but I have neglected, and it's time for me to then go back and nurture these aspects of myself, then I will become more of a whole person than I have been, because I have become fragmented, as I mentioned yesterday. You see, the difference between positive experiences and negative experiences is that negative experiences leads us towards fragmentation of the person, as I mentioned yesterday. You know, you become fractured because different aspects of yourself, you objectify that, and then those different, you know, pieces become real in themselves, and then that leads to self-conflict. What is self-conflict? What is it to be in a state of conflict with oneself? It's that, you know. You objectify certain aspects of yourself, and then there's conflict. But the thinking about good experiences and nurturing, you know, positive emotions, feelings, thoughts, attitudes, beliefs, etc., will have the opposite effect. It will not lead to fragmentation, but lead to integration. And just like negative thoughts, emotions, feelings, the positive thoughts, emotions and feelings, etc., are also sort of mutually supportive of each other. If you have positive thought, positive emotion would follow more easily than if you have negative thoughts. And that's the interesting part, that, you know, by thinking in a particular way, you actually can give rise to the emotion that you need, that you actually get, you know, in terms of self-enrichment, as I was saying before. It is not true that you have to sort of wait to have positive emotions arising. Thinking about certain things will give you, rise to the positive emotions, positive feelings that you need in order to enrich yourself. And that is the truth. You know, it may be harder for people to sort of think that thinking about positive things will give rise to positive emotions, but you know that to be true when it comes to negativity. I mean, if you think badly about your friend, or if you thought badly about, you know, somebody, then anger, jealousy, things like that would arise. If you thought, oh, I think my friend really doesn't like me, if even a small thought like that, if you had allowed that to occur in your mind, suddenly a feeling of dislike would arise. You know? Our emotions, feelings and so forth follow our thoughts. And that's why I've been saying, if we can think about our past in a different way, you become enriched, you become transformed. And the person has to transform, not some kind of self, this mysterious thing called self. What is that? Self. It seems like as far as Buddhism goes, it's waste of time trying to discover what is my true self. What is my true self? It's much more profitable to think about oneself as a person, so that you change your the way in which you think about yourself, and the way in which you feel about things, the way in which you use your emotions, and things like that.